Uh, this story is going to tell you about me as a kid, me as a high schooler. Oh, Jesus. You probably turn the hairs on the back of most of y'all that are going through this pretty much now. I'm like standing still because we as kids were a lot more not so feeble, put it lightly. Um, Hell, there's actually still a video out there of me actually in high school getting actually extremely pissed off with who I thought were my friends that were just taking advantage and literally laughing at me and making fun of me behind my back because whenever someone kept on picking on me and constantly would pick on me, and I used to be bullied throughout every ounce of my life. I'll tell you, I've dealt with bullies. Now, instead of laying my hands on someone and literally knocking them the fuck out, I was too afraid of getting in trouble with the law enforcement as a youth. So I legitimately stayed away as much as possible from really getting arrested. But as I said, I fought two kids in the back of a fucking house. Lost, but felt damn good about myself for once. I'll explain why. Now, for people that do not understand this, when you go throughout life holding back yourself from actually hitting someone that deserves to be hit, I'm going to tell you, the more resentment and more anger and more frustration and all the negative feelings you have will surface. And they'll eat you alive because, let's face it, that's how you build up what anger management has said in the movie. For anyone that has not seen that movie, I'll explain the two sides. You have an explosive version or an implosion one. Implosive, explosive. The explosive person is the person who walks into a shopping center, gets to the cashier and curses them out, screams in their face, throws a big scene, and pointing fingers and being an asshole. The implosive person is that cashier that has to endure that shit day in and day out, week by week, month by month, year by year, how long it takes. But eventually, finally cracks and shoots up the place the next time they go in. That's the difference. And that's kind of exactly the way they worded it. That's how Jack Nicholson kind of words it in the movie. So, understand, you can push someone to the point where they will no longer be able to honestly contain it. And I was an implosive person. I held back that anger. I held back that resentment. I bottled it in. I did not release it. I had no release. Anytime I wanted to release something of any of my tension, I got cursed at, smacked out by my own damn family. I literally got beaten at home because I wanted to just freaking go from a level million at that point to at least a bearable, maybe 100,000. At least get it down significantly and keep on bringing it down. But no. When you're unable to do that and you're unable to release the anger you have a few choices. Honestly, They're not all good. They're not at all good, but one's better. You either find the person that's causing you the most freaking problems, you tap them on the shoulder and you knock the fucker out, and you constantly beat their ass to the ground where they're bloody, but at least give you a moment to literally get off them and literally sit in a corner and literally cry. Because that's what's going to happen. You either bottled it in more and you don't release it, and then you have the consequence of what would be the third, but we're going to meld it in what the second is. So, when you bottle something up, and you constantly bottle it up, instead of releasing it like a natural person would, you legit go to school mindless. And I'm not saying this is in every single case of these fuckers. Not at all. But for the ones that can't bear it anymore, you really need to watch out for these kids. Make sure they have no weapons. Make absolute damnedest and all damn sure that they do not have weapons. Because those are the kids that might just show up. And I'm going to say from experience with how the mentality of a guy who's literally been beaten to shit by everything in life, I just have sensibility to know what's right from wrong. And I would never do wrong. So instead, when I fought that kid, when I fought the other kid, I felt damn good, even though I was bloody and I lost. You know why I felt good? It was because I released every little bit of anger that I had that very moment. Every little ounce of hate, every ounce of frustration and malice, and just all out dislike and distrust in the whole world, legitimately let it loose. And even though I lost, I still won. You know how? Because I was free from my own pain. And that's the one thing that people don't realize. Just let kids be kids. Make sure they don't do really stupid shit. Of course, make sure they don't shoot up the person. Don't make sure they don't shoot up a school. Make sure they don't do anything that will permanently put them in jail. But if they're having a little scrap, I mean, that's perfectly fine. As long as they understand at the end of it that they need to wipe their hands clean of the problem that was there, shake hands, and just be friends. Because mostly it's not a problem with guys on that part, because guys, we fight. The next day we're buddies. We're like, hey bro, you remember yesterday? Yeah, you hit me with that shot. Hey, you want to hang out? Yeah, sure. What up, bro? Like, that's usually us. Girls, yeah, you hang on to grudges, man. The difference between guys and girls is astronomical. It's insanely astronomical when it comes to fights. And I'm not being sexist, I'm being realist here. So, there you go. Wanted to at least explain the last one. Have a good one.